Mr. Vincent Magwenya, the spokesperson of the President, welcome to Ubuntu Radio.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, and greetings to your listeners.
Thank you so much. We have seen billions and billions of pledges made in the past investment conferences. How are we going to make sure that this translates into real jobs in the ground, and how do we monitor the past pledges that they are being implemented?
Well, you will know, Thelma, that prior to the pledges being made, there's a great deal of preparatory work that goes into the process, where companies do their own exploration, they do their own business case studies, and the investment case is thoroughly evaluated. By the time they come here, they've already scoped the environment, if you like, and they understand what the opportunity means. And so that groundwork has already been done. Post the pledges, we then come in to ensure that all the enablers are there and they are fulfilling the enablement to realize these investments. Already about 600 billion rands of pledges that were made in the previous iterations of the investment conference that resulted in us raising 1.5 trillion rands. That 600 billion rands has flown into the economy in various ways. Factories have been built, mines have been opened, people have been hired, suppliers have been contracted, you name it. And so what's going to follow from here is ensuring that those enablers remain firmly in place. If there are bureaucratic bottlenecks that are delaying the realization of those investments, we will intervene with speed to make sure that those bureaucratic bottlenecks are removed. Regulatory processes will have to be allowed to run their course, obviously, where such are needed. And so the investors that are pledging today are not left alone post the event. There is continuous engagement. You will have seen in the past the President visiting factories that are being opened as a result of the pledges that were made in various iterations of the investment conference. And so the same is going to happen. You'll see the President visiting a lot of these projects and prioritizing them as a way of demonstrating the ongoing engagement and support that we give to the investors who are so important in helping us grow our economy.
Investors have often raised concerns with regards to policy certainty and infrastructure challenges. What concrete assurances is government giving this year to boost investor confidence?
No, we don't believe we have policy uncertainty. We believe that there may be areas of policy that are contested. That does not mean that there is uncertainty around those policy areas. Government is quite clear in terms of the policies it has implemented, and those policies have resulted into new laws or amendments of existing laws. What has been a concern for a lot of investors has been around issues of crime and corruption, which we are attending to and we are resolving. The removal from the FATF grey list has been a huge boost of confidence. Stabilizing our energy supply has been a massive boost of positive sentiment. Resolving our logistics bottlenecks that we've experienced has contributed enormously in mining companies being able to increase their production and selling their commodities to international markets. And so in that regard, where there are concerns, investors can see that we attend to those concerns. And that attention is given from the highest office in the land, from the President to various levels of government. The President pulls all concerned government departments, including the private sector, to be part of mechanisms that help us get to solutions in areas where there are concerns. And so all in all, we are experiencing a great deal of buoyancy towards South Africa. The fundamentals are there as a country that is opportunity rich, that offers a diversified economy and a range of opportunities through the Africa Trade Agreement, for example. An economy that's digitizing, that is embracing the new information age. And so all the fundamentals that an investor is looking for are here in South Africa. You will see today that we're going to most likely exceed what the target is for this conference, which will then begin the process of us even exceeding the 2 trillion rands target, as we did with the previous one.
From energy security to logistics, we are looking at what key structural reforms does the presidency have in place to unlock a faster and more inclusive investment growth?
Well, you will have seen that the president led a process where the energy crisis was converted into an opportunity to reform the electricity sector. We now have a far more open generation landscape. You have more than one generation or generator of electricity. It's no longer just Eskom, albeit Eskom is still quite a large feature of our energy generation. You will have seen that we're opening up the environment for grid access. You will have seen that Minister Ramakgopa is mobilizing in excess of 15 billion rands to expand our grid capacity so that we allow your new renewables energy generators to be able to plug into the grid. And so we've used the crisis to reform the electricity sector quite fundamentally. And so we're going to do the same, and we're in the process actually of doing the same with your logistics sector. We're bringing in or crowding in private sector investors who can rebuild some of our rail lines, which will remain under state ownership, but will be rebuilt by private sector partners, operated by private sector partners for a certain period of time until they recoup the benefit of their investments, and then those assets will be transferred back to the state. And so both logistics and energy setbacks that we've faced have been turned into a massive opportunity to crowd in the private sector, to give customers more choice, and hopefully to bring prices down and kickstart and charge our economy forward.
Thank you so much.